This is the Makerviews podcast. Welcome to the show. Let's do this. How's it going, everybody? I had way too much fun making this little intro dance tune. Did it get you dancing? I hope so. Hey, I am Scott Mathson, and this is Makerviews. I'm the host of this show. Thanks for checking it out. I myself am a designer, developer, woodworker, musician, content producer. I'm a maker. The idea for this project has been sitting with me and just kind of brewing for a couple of years. I've had a variety of different ideas of where to take this and what to do. I'm stoked to be giving it my attention now, though, and I've got a website going at makerviews.com. Quite a bit of great content there, and I'm stoked for this new medium, the podcast that you're listening to. This will feature interviews and conversations with really, again, just a wide variety of different makers. Welcome to the show. This is episode 1. If you do dig it, please leave a review. This is really important in the beginning here. I appreciate that. So who am I? Who is Scott? Well, I am first and foremost a husband. Together, my wife and I were parents to some furry kids. We have 2 cats and 1 dog. We spoil them all. I'm a creative guy, a maker, and I've practiced quite a few different crafts, trades, hobbies, and passions throughout the years here. I'm a woodworker. Am I the best woodworker? Do I know everything about it? No way. I will be the first to tell you that. I'm just an average dude, and I've had some cool experiences along the way. I find that making things is therapy, whether that's writing a song, even developing a website, coding that up, getting in the wood shop, sawing boards, sanding. It's all really just meditative and therapeutic. I've been a musician for a number of years, a songwriter, drummer, guitar player, banjo, you name it. I really pursued music and focused on it for quite a while. Opened up a recording studio back in my hometown and ran that for a few years. I'm from the central flatter part of Montana, and then after high school moved westward towards the mountains. That mom's basement recording studio that I deemed Scott Mathson Productions, I started that in high school, and it was around the same 2007-2008 timeframe that I really dove in and started developing and creating websites with WordPress at that time. And then I actually even had a podcast, the Scott Mathson Productions podcast, where I talked with the artists that I recorded. And fast forward to mid-2013 or so, my wife and I were living just south of Missoula, and we needed a coffee table in our new apartment. So I set out to different grocery stores, asking them if I could take the pallets that were just stacked up, piling up behind them. I got a couple pallets, and I just started tearing them apart and cutting the boards up, recreating, and putting it together to make a coffee table. And that was really the start of the woodworking rabbit hole for me that I dove into. I did do shop class in wood shop class in high school, and my dad and I did some different tinkering and making skateboard ramps growing up. But this, in 2013, I just dove straight in. This woodworking passion of mine led to quite a few cool opportunities, one of which was an apprenticeship with a master cabinet maker south of Missoula. And from there, I took different commercial cabinetry jobs around the state of Montana and pursued that for a while. And then I actually worked for a YouTuber who's producing different DIY, do-it-yourself woodworking and concrete video tutorials. That was awesome. And so with Makerviews, my goal, my vision, no matter what medium, the website, the stories there, the different blog posts, this podcast, is just, my goal is to connect with unique individuals and spread the word about what they're doing and these crafts that we are all passionate about pursuing. I'm stoked about the pieces that I'm putting together on the Makerviews website. There's all sorts of different series, from short 2-question mini views, mini interviews, up to, longer form featured stories of makers kind of closer to home for me here that I can go to their space, go to their studio, check it out, take photos, and put a good write-up together of them. The mini views series, that one is really aimed to, in the shortness of the content, inspire you with the advice from these makers and inspire you to just get out there and make things. I'm personally excited for this medium, the podcast. I myself am a big fan of a variety of podcasts, and I know how personal the medium is, and I'm excited to get this going, and I hope that I can live up to your standards of what a podcast host might be. Again, this beginning phase of launching this is super critical. If you could please leave a review, subscribe, share it around with your friends and family and other folks that might get some value out of it. The more traction we can build here in the beginning, it sets everything up for, it sets that trajectory towards success of getting these makers' content out there. If you have any advice, input, questions, anything from me personally, you can reach out to me at scott@makerviews.com. I regularly check that email. As makers, we know how busy things can get. I'm working full-time, and this is what I'm kind of calling a part-time, full-time project as well. And so I want to leave you with this quote that's really stuck with me ever since I connected with him. It's from Chris Hughes. He's the founder behind Artifact Bag Co. And Chris, in the mini views, he says this: you have complete autonomy in deciding how you want to spread out your 100+ hour work week. This path is a wonderful grind, but it's not for everyone. Let's do this. Thanks for tuning in, and get out there and make things.